Reverend Steve, keeping it simple. We're going to be in a new series. We're going to be talking about the pillars of God. And my idea of this series is that the pillars of God, or God's edicts that He's put forward from the beginning, have been torn down by man. And the first one we're going to be talking about is in Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. And that is man and woman. He made them. And He made what we are to be to each other, which is a beautiful thing. And as you could see throughout the world, that is perverted in many, many ways. That has changed. And it's come to the point pretty much that pronouns are the way of the future. And that is not what God intended. But the reason behind this series, and the reason why I'm going to be doing this series, is to, besides looking at these issues, is pointing out how Satan perverts God's creation from the beginning. And as we see those days coming and Jesus' return on the horizon, Jesus spoke many times that it'll be a very wicked time. It'll be a tribulation that men have never seen before. And I don't believe that's just war. I think things that are going on that are so outrageous that people have never seen before. There's been Sodom and Gomorrah and other shameful things throughout man's history, but when it comes down to it, it's going to get much worse. And as we see today, it is getting much worse. Things that were never taught or never even thought about to become normal are becoming normal. And things that, that are taboo are becoming, or they are trying to normalize. And as we see with all these things that are going on with ads, and I'm not going to name the company or anything like that, but things that you see, it's there. All those things are there. All those things that you know down deep, those feelings of something's wrong and something's going on, they're most likely true. So let's get into this. Let's get into the first part of this pillars of God. So we're going to be in Genesis 2, verse 24. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. That's God's edict. He did that. That is a pillar. Just think of that, a pillar like in a vast coliseum or something like that. That's one of the pillars of God, and it's not to be torn down. And many in this world and in the spiritual world are tearing it down before our eyes. God bless. See you next time. Bye-bye.